Hey guys, welcome back to the Level Traders YouTube channel. I'm back from my break in Italy and a lot has happened whilst I've been away. Back home in the UK, we've had a change in monarch. Whilst in the markets, US equities have given back all gains from the rally we've had a couple of weeks ago. Focusing on the Nasdaq 100, let's take a closer look at the daily chart. Now the first week of September picked up where August left off, with the Nasdaq heading lower, hitting a low of 11,918 on the 6th of September. The selling you see in the first week was continued talk of Fed rate hikes, with Fed's Mester talking up rate hikes and ruling out any cuts through to 2023. These comments were followed by Fed Chair Powell's comments on the 26th of August of some pain ahead in respect to bringing inflation down. Have a look at this chart, which shows the impact of Fed hiking cycles leading to deleveraging events. Major economic downturns have resulted when the Fed hikes continuously, raising rates over an extended period. This is what the market's main concern is and has been for some time now. Back to the daily chart, the 4 to 5 day bounce we had last week you see here was driven by Fed member Brainard, where although she acknowledged that the Fed is in this for as long as it takes to bring inflation down, Brainard cautioned over tightening, which could create risks. And it was these remarks that the market focused on, which led to a near 1,000-point rally in the Nasdaq until US CPI reading for August, which came out on Tuesday. Whereas you can see here from this chart, core CPI rising and headline inflation for August coming in above analyst estimates of 0.1% month on month, when minus 0.1% was expected. And just like that, pretty much the whole rally from the prior week was given back in one trading session. Now with energy prices down from a peak, expectations were that inflation would come down. However, increases elsewhere have offset the drop in energy prices, with food and medical care services rising. You can see from this chart, food price inflation rising at its fastest pace in the US since 1979. Following the inflation report, another big rate hike is expected at the next week's Fed meeting, with 75 basis point rate hike expected. There is even talk of a 100 basis point rate hike, though this remains an outside chance. In terms of where price goes from here, you can see in the daily chart, price has held and bounced just above this 11,688 support level, which has been key to the rally that we had over the summer. The low on both 13th and 14th of July off this level set us up for the rally that the Nasdaq 100 had before peaking at 13,722 in August. So this is a key level. If price were to breach this next week, then 11,530 is where the 200-week moving average sits, so that will be the first spot of support. Below that, and we should start talking about the lows from this year at 11,036, which was hit in June. Now price could bounce to retest former support levels, with the 12K level one of them. The next area is 12,180, which will now act as firm resistance. A major catalyst would be required for price to breach this level now, after the sell-off that we've had this week following the inflation numbers. Upside is likely to be capped with a focus on downside levels, particularly the low from June. Other things to keep a close eye on, the volatility index. You'll see here the VIX has continued to bounce around this channel since June 2021. With the index bouncing off the lower trend line, it is now the upper end of the channel which is likely to be tested again. If so, expect volatility to rise and equities to sell off. Going back to the Nasdaq 100, the daily chart here shows a potential, and it's still early, but there is a potential head and shoulders in the making, with the neckline around 12,180 and the top of the head at 13,722. With the neckline already breached, this could well be in play. However, next week will give us confirmation if price remains below the neckline. Should this pattern play out, the approximate downside target would be 10,638. Big week next week with the Fed. Good luck with the trading week, folks. Thanks for watching, and do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. And I'll see you at the next one.